Hey guys, how's it going? We're back with some Forgotten Realms, and here's the deck we were playing last time. Make sure to go check out the previous videos in this series if you haven't been following along, but put together a nice blue-black deck, and we have a pretty good score right now, so let's see if we can make it all the way to 7 wins. Okay, here we go. We're up against Lavalier, or Lavalier, I don't know. But that looks like an interesting hand. We have sufficient lands and some 2-drops and contact other plane to draw more, so not a bad hand to keep. As a reminder, we're currently at 6-2, so this is going to be all or nothing. We either make it to the 7 wins or take our final losses here. So let's see if we can close it out. Opponent taking some time to decide whether they want to keep, and it looks like they mulligan. So the shuffle animation there, so might be going down to 6 cards here. Hopefully that's a good advantage for us. And alright, here we go. I think it's better off to start out with the island here. Get more blue cards, and yep, there we go. So Grathalax at 3 now. So if we draw another island, it would be perfect because we can curve out. Great, Burn played a rare 2-drop. 3-2 that comes in tapped. At least that means we can get an attack here. It's kinda sad that we didn't get an island, so we can't play Grathalax out because that extra card draw would be great. Wow, that is a pretty strong effect on the white. Whenever a creature dealt damage dies, they get a zombie, and they get to exile the card. Although it's a 3-2, so it seems difficult that they'd be able to have the white survive and have it kill something. Unless they have like punch effects in green. I'm just gonna play the Hexblade out here. It's draw our board presence. It's a good blocker for the white here if they want to trade. Totally fine trading that. They do get to replace it with a zombie token, but it's better to get that off the board before they have any synergies. And I guess could just swing in here. We don't want to trade with their zombie token anyway, so might as well start racing them down while we can. And could wait to draw cards here, but it might just be better to get Prentice out, since not only does it let us start the venture, start to get some advantage, but it also lets us get some flying damage in the air if they don't have flying blockers. I think going into Tomb of Annihilation here is useful because of how aggressive it is, but I don't feel like we have the resources right now to be able to sacrifice all that stuff. And you're gonna have to put that Eyes of the Beholder to the bottom here because I think it's just too expensive right now, and I really need an island for Grathalax or just more land to get our first Eyes of the Beholder off. It does kind of suck that we had to push it to the bottom. It's one of our 2 big pieces of removal here. At least sure we can get a 4-point attack in, which is pretty nice. The Merchant here is a good blocker for the zombie token. Also that gives us a treasure, which could help us cast Grathalax next turn. Opponent's holding up 3 mana though. I wonder if they have a counterspell or something. Is there a blue counterspell? Yep. Oh yeah, there it is. Not having that treasure might hurt here. And opponent gets to venture. That's not great. At least we have the health advantage on them for now. Evolving Wilds. What is the opponent splashing in the 3rd color? I wonder. Definitely seems like they're blue-black main like us, but they're splashing something green. Oh no, not a Great Bounty. There goes our flyer. Well, that's not great because now we don't have great attacks. Got the island finally to play Grathalax, but doesn't give us too much of an advantage here. Might just be better to hold up contact other plane here. The attack isn't good for us because they can just trade with their token. And opponent cracks their Evolving Wilds, going up to 4 land. opponent does have a treasure. Oh, red? What? Are they playing 5 colors here? What's happening? Are they gonna bust out the Tiamat? I think that's the only 5 color card in the set, right? They're missing white, but they have a treasure. So technically they have 5 colors already. Okay, they play dungeon map. Conjure is a decent blocker. Also helps him untap stuff again. Right, let's see what we can draw here. Hope for a good roll. A 7. Alright, I guess we just draw 2. 4 mana draw 2, not the greatest. A scry would have been nice. But at least we draw some playable. We can play Frost Giant as a big beater. We can play Displacer Beast to get Venture going. Grassalax on this board doesn't do that much. Frost Giant gets us a good blocker too. With Displacer Beast, so if you can keep its active going by bouncing it and replaying it, we might be able to get through the dungeon faster. Although we don't get too much of an advantage with the Mine of Phandelver here, so I think playing Frost Giant as a blocker is just better. They do have Thieves' Tools to start swinging in unblocked here. That could be an issue. Luckily they don't have any rogues that combo well with Thieves' Tools to get them repeated card advantage. Alright, opponent spent a long time. Oh my god. A 20. How come our contact other plane doesn't get to do that? They get to scry 3 and draw 3 for 4 mana, that's insane. But yeah, opponent spent a lot of time thinking and their rope is running out here. But that contact other plane should have been really good for them. I think we're gonna be in a world of trouble next turn. Ooh, Guild Thief could be nice. Get in some unblockable damage going. Their best play here. Thieves' Tools is scary because they can start swinging in for damage here. Surprised I haven't used it already yet. But getting Beast down and then maybe Guild Thief could be pretty nice. Get the Venture. And then with Guild Thief we could, I guess, start getting in that unblocked damage. They raise their Thieves' Tools. Hopefully they don't have removal. Frost Giant is a good attack here as well because they don't have good blocks, so getting 4 damage is pretty nice. Kinda lose out on a good blocker for their attacks here, but I think given the current life totals, probably in our best interests. And given the fact that they just drew 3 cards after scrying 3, which means they're probably holding really good cards in hand. Unless somehow it's very unlikely that all 6 of them were lands. Alright, that's a rare and that's not good on this board. Maybe we committed a little too hard here. So it's the beginning of his upkeep. Everything with mana 5 or less gets destroyed. And all our creatures on board right now are mana 5 or less. So bye bye everyone. We have some options here. We could activate Guild Thief to get in some damage here, unblocked. Could have activated Displacer Beast to bounce it. Might have been worth saving, but guess we're just gonna swing in with attackers here. Just swing in with everything here, to be honest. It's in their best interest to just to block, right? Because it's gonna die anyway. So I think I definitely missed out on some damage with this placement. Hopefully that doesn't cause us issues. Kinda glad I didn't play Grassalax earlier though. At least we still have that. But man, opponent already drawing 2 of their rares this early in the game. I don't know how many they're running, but things could get pretty bad here. That's definitely gonna help them stabilize, so even though they're at 7 and we're at 18, if they draw better cards than us right now, we're gonna be in some deep trouble. Opponent's going through the dungeon pretty quick as well. Gretchen. Okay, so that's their green splash, but it's very interesting. I guess we could spend this turn getting Wizard Spellbook down. Start getting some value off of that. There's a fair amount of instants and sorceries in both our graveyards right now. So that's pretty interesting. We could have played Grasslax too, but Grasslax doesn't have enough power to swing through Gretchen because she's a 0/4. They could just block and doesn't give us any advantage unless it deals combat damage. By itself, it's not that strong. Alright, Herd Gorger is kind of a problem. A 7/6 could bring us down, our life total down pretty quickly. We play the island here. We can take our chances with Spellbook. Let's see. An 8. Okay. That's not the best roll, but at least we get to play it for 4 mana. I think one weird thing about the Spellbook is it doesn't let you cast spells with mana of any color, so if we're playing against like a red deck, or if you like have a green spell you want to copy, we don't have green mana, that we can't really cast a spell if we hit that first mode, which is kind of unfortunate. Oh god, an owlbear. That's not very good. 4/4 Trampler, we don't have good blocks. I mean, we're at 18 life, but opponent also gained some life. Let's see if we can get more advantage off of this Spellbook. We can steal their contact other plane to try to draw some. A 3, come on. Literally, whenever our opponent rolls, they roll 20s, and then when I roll 3s and 2s and 5s and 6s. I don't think I've hit a good roll on any of these so far. I have to use one of our treasures here, but I think it's worth getting rid of the owlbear because we're never gonna be able to deal with it. Opponent gets the block here. Don't really have a way of taking advantage of it, so it's kind of a wasted attack. I was hoping they wouldn't block, but yeah, given that we are tapped out, I guess they don't have to be threatened by a combat break. A little bit of a misplay there, but hopefully we should be fine. The dungeon map has been getting them quite a bit of advantage though. Oh man, not Orcus. Bye bye. Oh wait, they decided to not. Oh, I guess that makes a lot more sense for them though. I thought they would do the other mode where they kill a creature, but Grasslax is not even a threat right now. A counterspell doesn't help right now. Yes, we copy our Eyes of the Beholder. Get rid of Orcus. Wizard Spellbook really doing some work in this game. I'm kind of glad I kept it in the deck. The previous games it kind of been an underperformer, but we're seeing it do its thing here. Gotten quite a bit of value out of it. 3 spells. Pretty good spells too, and we still have our Contact Other Plane in our graveyard which we can still use. It's 4 spells off of that. It's not bad. Taking a lot of damage from this owlbear here though, and the Gretchen is a really nice blocker for our 3/2s, so things are not looking too great here. Man, opponent just had all the crazy bombs. They drew their 3 rares. First with the white. The white was okay, but then the Spear of Annihilation completely blew us out, and then Orcus is just the icing on top. That's just so much value. Alright, more blockers. And continue going through the dungeon. Opponent's actually running a lot of green here and only 1 island so far. But they've played a fair amount of blue cards. I wonder like what their core colors are, to be honest. Fly is a nice pickup here. They don't have any flyers right now, so could put Fly on Grasslax or Soulknife Spy. Soulknife Spy has negative power right now, so it wouldn't be super useful. Bar the Gate is kind of useless, but copying this Contact to the Plane would be really nice. A 20! Oh my god, that is perfect. A 20 on Wizard Spellbook. Just copy each card exile with Wizard Spellbook, and you can cast them without paying their mana. So essentially, you get to play all 4 of these for free. That is absolutely crazy. Maybe we might just have a chance of coming back into this game right now. Okay, Eyes of the Beholder. We can take out 2 of their big blockers here. The 4/4 and the owlbear. Alright, there goes that. Grim Bounty should give us a treasure. And you get to contact other plane twice. That is absolutely good. Oh, okay, go on. Now we low roll. I guess that's fine. Okay, and a 1. Are you kidding? I mean, that's still 4 cards, so I guess I can't complain. Wow, Wizard Spellbook really bringing us some good luck here. Okay, Wizard class, maybe that can get us some advantage here. I think if you put Fly on Grasslax, at least we can get the extra card draw and get 3 damage through. Start chipping them for some damage here. Hopefully we can have stuff come around. We have a lot of mana to sink into stuff as well. Like, how many lands do we have? 6, 7, 8, 9. 11? We have 11 mana in just lands. And a swamp in it. I think Dark Pool is great. We can drain them a bit. I don't think putting -4 on Clever Conjurer does too much here. Let's just try to race them down. We'll level up Wizard class here, sink some mana, draw 2 cards. Right, Reaper's Talisman is a nice draw. Put that on Grasslax, that gives us a nice clock. 3 damage in the air, plus the 2 life drain from Talisman is 5 damage, so almost kill them one turn. And with Wizard class leveled up, if you can put the counter on Grasslax plus Reaper's Talisman, that's 6 damage. They really need an answer here. That's an answer. Oh no. That is not great for us. I guess we still have Soul Knives by Reaper's Talisman. I mean, that's not a great combo. Good work. Opponent tapping double blue mana here, it seems. For what? Okay, they're tapping a lot of mana. It's gotta be scary. It can't be Tiamat because they still don't have white mana. Something big. Okay, blue dragon. That's scary. 5/5 flyer. Guess that stops our Grasslax. And they can negate the powers of our creatures, so that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Guess we can grow a creature with Wizard class here. Which creature do we want to grow? If you put it on the Grasslax and we trade with the dragon, it's kind of bad for us. Putting on the Soul Knife spam might be telegraphing too much information though. We still want them to block Grasslax if we attack, but if you do attack, it might be a little suspicious. So what we can do is actually put the Reaper's Talisman on Grasslax maybe, and pretend like we're attacking to get Reaper's Talisman trigger, and then Manticore when they block with Blue Dragon. Also just throw Soul Knife Spam under the bus here. I doubt they'll block though. Will they? They don't seem super incentivized to block. They also have Spike Pit Trap still up to just kill something. So things are not the best for us here. Opponent is hovering some stuff. Okay, they have a green fight spell. That's not great. They can basically kill both of our creatures now. That is very much not good. Guess they totally blanked our combat. We can't really use Wizard Spellbook again, right? We just equip Grasslax here and hope for the best. At least Grasslax is back to 4/3 now, although it's not like we're gonna get too much advantage out of that. Oh, one thing is they can't really attack with the dragon without killing Grasslax, but they do have the pit trap, so I guess that's not an issue. Don't really have any stuff in our graveyard we can use. Right, they finished the Lost Mine. Good for them. They can totally equip Thieves' Tools and double attack here and then use the pit trap to kill Grasslax. See if that's what they do here. They're looking through our graveyard to make sure we don't have any Wizard Spellbook shenanigans. Well, the issue with Wizard Spellbook is that you can activate it only as a sorcery, so even if you wanted to steal their Spoils of the Hunt, which we can because we have treasures for the green mana, you can't do it. The question is, do we block here? I mean, I think we can afford to take 5 damage. We're still not dead yet. And we have Ray of Frost to lock down Blue Dragon. I think opponent is incentivized to kill Grassalax with Spike Pit Trap here though. Which is not great, but there's nothing we can do about that. At least we can lock down their Blue Dragon. Oh, come on. And they high roll. Get an extra treasure. Oh. That's not great. Well, let's hope to draw into some creature. I guess we can play Manticore as just a flyer. Because we will get to place a counter on it with Wizard class when we draw. It might just be worth having as a clock. It'll become a 3-2 with a counter. And then if you put Talisman on it, that's extra 2 damage. So that's 5 damage, right? It's almost lethal. You have anything that can deal 1 damage to them? Try to steal Spoils of the Hunt. At least we're up at 8 life, so... As long as they don't have any hasty creatures, we should be fine. Again, Owlbear. That doesn't stop our flyer, so that's good news. Okay, they're going into the dungeon. Which dungeon are they gonna choose? Oh, Tomb of Annihilation to kill themselves? Alright. I guess that's a respectable way to go out. 7 wins! Let's go! Okay, let's do a deck review for a bit. So yeah, we made it. The 7-2 deck. There were some bumpy roads, some challenges, but we made it with a few stumbles. I think Fly was pretty good in this deck, performed pretty well. The flying and evasion was really good a lot of the games to get our rogues through. Wizard class is honestly pretty good. Playing it as the 1 mana part of it is kind of useless, but if you get it early, at least you play it for free because you don't have any other 1-drops usually. And then 3 mana draw 2 is just like divination for free, which is nice, and then 5 mana can just help you grow creatures late game when you don't have anything better. Reaper's Talisman honestly was super overperformer. I think getting the Death Touch was super nice, but I rarely used that part of it. But the Drain 2 effect was so strong. Pretty sure there were like games where just put it on a creature, make it unblockable, and swing through or just on a flyer, and just along with the damage that creatures is doing, which is like usually 2 or 3 damage, it drains 2. So that's 4 damage, and that's a lot when the opponent only has 20 life. Like 2 or 3 swings with that, and that's already most of their life gone. So definitely an overperformer. And in terms of creatures, things were just okay. Guild Thief, I guess, was pretty good in this deck. It's pretty nice to have. Would have been nice to have the blue-black uncommon Cradle, but we may do without him. This is still fine. But Cradle would have enabled the guild deck a lot more, because you pay 2 and you can make anything unblockable. Hexblade, I think, was okay, but not great because we didn't have super treasure synergies. Probably better in red-black. Grassalax was okay. Little underwhelming, honestly. Maybe that's just because our deck, I didn't build my deck around ETB effects. We're much stronger with that, but Wizard Spellbook, gosh, I'm kind of glad it kept it for so long. It rarely did much in our early games, but in that last game, that rolling the 20 was huge. And not just the 20, even before the 20, right? We sort of reached a standstill where both of us had run out of cards and didn't have much to do, and I had tons of mana. But yeah, opponent's Fear of Annihilation just blew everything up, but yeah, just throwing down Spellbook, and then every turn, even despite having nothing else to do, we could just look through their graveyards and, you know, steal their Grim Bounty, steal their Contact Tether plane, recast our own Contact Tether plane. It's quite good. Ray of Frost, honestly, I'm kinda mixed on. 2 mana keeps something tapped, but the issue is it doesn't tap it down. So you basically have to wait for your opponent to attack with their creature, take the hit, and then tap it down. Which is honestly not the best a lot of the time. Like in some cases, I would rather just have a Charm Sleep for the extra mana, you know, just so I'm not taking the 5 damage from, you know, the dragon and not going down to like 6 life. because that's scary. Then you go into health range where you can just be one-shotted by some surprise cards. Well, it's not really worth going over the rest of the deck in too much more details. I just put a cut in here, but yeah, there are some decent cards like Frost Giant. Contract to the Plane was fine. Spellbook outperformed, as I said already, in that last game, but overall I think it's not a great card in an aggressive deck. It's pretty good in a control matchup. We're just trying to stall the game out. But yeah, it's a nice draft. We managed to make it to 7 wins. I'm glad. Hopefully, future drafts we can recreate our results. Try out the different colors as well. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the whole journey. Make sure to keep an eye out for future series as we continue to do some more AFR drafts. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the series, make sure to go and hit that like button on these videos. It lets me know that you want to see more of this. And make sure to leave down in the comments what's your best moment from this run. And thank you guys for watching. As always, I'll see you guys next time.